I never thought I could end up in this good a shape at my age. I'm as good as I was when I was 20.
What's something you can do now that you couldn't do before the rebuild?
Sleep all night, not worry.
All right, how this 48-year-old lost 18 kilos of fat and gained 4 kilos of muscle in 8 months. Father of 3,
Yeah,
and you
mate.
run your own business.
Yep.
Amazing. So we're here today to do arms with MPT Rebuild success story for Malynn. Flew in all the way from WA this morning. No, yesterday, wasn't it?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday, yeah. So we're going to train arms and basically have a chat about
Yep,
how you've turned your life around.
that's it.
Let's do it. Alrighty, so classic MPT arm session. We're gonna do bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep. We're just warming up now, a couple of sets on barbell curl. So we're gonna do 2 working sets on barbell curl. But before we do, mate, I wanted to go through your in-body scan results. So you've been with MPT Rebuild for how long?
8 months.
8 months now?
Exactly, pretty much.
Fantastic, 8 months. So the dates between these scans is pretty much 8 months.
Yep.
First scan, you were weighing 96 kilos.
Yep.
You had 24 kilos of body fat and 72 kilos of muscle. The scan that you had today, you were weighing 82 kilos. So you've lost 14 on the scales, but you've gained 4 kilos of muscle.
Yep.
And you've lost 18 kilos of fat. The other thing that we were talking about before on the podcast is your bio age has actually gone down from 49 years old, which you're turning in February.
Yeah. Yep.
It is October at the moment that we're filming this, 2024, down to 40.
Yep.
So you've lost 9 years off your bio age as well.
So my next birthday, I'll be turning 40, not 49, right?
Exactly.
How good.
Spot on. So mate, just to put you right on the spot, how'd you do it?
Like I said before, man, it literally is pretty easy, to be honest. Like the coaching that I got, the dietary plan I got, the motivation I got from all the boys on the program, you guys, E-Man, the other coaches, changed my mindset. The routine was like the pinnacle. Like once you got that routine, your eating schedule, your training schedule, it really is. If you stick to that, well, the proof's in the pudding, you know? Like I never, honestly, my whole life, I've been fit, man. I've been pretty fit. Like I was a brickie for 20 years. I was fit, strong, but I never thought I could end up in this good a shape at my age. I'm as good as I was when I was 20.
Yeah,
Unreal.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and I love to say this, which Sam behind the camera will tell you this, but you're the oldest you've ever been, mate, turning 49 next year,
Yeah.
and you're in the best shape of your life.
Best ever, mate.
Yeah,
Good.
Not many people can say that, man. So congratulations on your work ethic.
You know, it's easy to say, oh, it's easy, but it is actually quite easy. You just be dedicated. It's not grueling. It's not, you know, it's not soul crushing. It's just simple consistency. It's great.
Amazing. All right, we'll touch on a bit of that in a moment, but let's get moving into our tricep
Let's
push
do
down.
it.
All right, so we're just about to do our working set on tricep pushdowns, the stack and some.
And some.
But before we do, tell me about your first 12 weeks. So our offer is a 100-day rebuild, you know, lose 10 kilos of fat in 12 weeks or you won't pay. What was your initial result?
So my first 12 weeks, I had done that a kilo a week pretty much. I started at New Year's at 100, knocked off 4 kilos by myself, jumped onto your program.
At 96, right?
At 96,
Yep.
yeah, 96 kegs. And then I reckon like the quickest loss was the first 8 weeks. Like literally the weight was coming off really well. Got down to, you know, 85-ish. And then I really had to be honest, had to start working and really watch what I was doing to get those last 3 or so kilos off. The results were there, mate. Like I'd pass my money back guarantee in 8 weeks. And that's what I wanted to do.
Hot start.
Well, you don't want to fail, mate. You know, you want to get there and last thing you want to do is, oh man, I couldn't make it. Come on, man.
Yep, love it. Okay, and in total now it's 18 kilos of fat, but 4 kilos of muscle back on.
Yep.
Which is insane. I mean, anyone outside of this program will say that you cannot build muscle and lose fat at the same time.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Well, firstly, I'd say I don't know because like I've never done the gym. I've never done weights. I don't really know what is awesome and what's not awesome. I feel awesome and that's good enough for me. But if guys want to say that you can't do it naturally, well then give me a call, honestly. It's there.
Like you said upstairs on the podcast, the proof's in the pudding. Feeling stronger, more energized, leaner, lighter, younger than you ever have before, all while losing 18 kilos of fat.
And man, my body was broken when I started this. Like 20 years of bricklaying, you know, and I know loads of guys that are in the trades, chippies, lifting heavy all day, like we're all strong. The shoulders cooked, the knees are cooked, the hips are cooked. This really does help that. And to be honest, like now, mate, no painkillers, no anti-inflammatories,
Wow.
and weights like I'm 20 years old. It's unreal.
Incredible.
Many reps later.
All right, working set 1, 7 reps. Congratulations. That's how you fucking push to failure.
That's how you
mate.
do it, brother.
Good shit. All right, so in between sets, starting out, mate, did you ever think you'd get in this shape?
No, I've tried.
Don't want to think about that answer?
You know what? The self-doubt.
Yeah.
You know, the self-doubt, and the gym was a new thing for me. Like I've said before, like other forms of training, fasting, carnivore, juice cleansers, and I like to do them every year. I like to be semi-holistic for 5 minutes and then animal for the rest.
Yeah.
So I didn't think that getting into the gym and lifting weights, deep down, I knew what I needed to do. I just never did it.
Yeah.
And I know that resistance training and weights is the best way for longevity. Muscle
Yeah.
mass, when you're older, like I want to be in good nick when I'm 60, 70,
Yeah.
and then I can make it to 80.
It's interesting because a lot of guys our age, between me and you anyway, that decade, they don't think that lifting weights and looking after their diet is what it takes to get like this. They probably look at you and go, oh, this guy's probably doing high rocks, VFTs, boot camps. He's probably fasting. He's probably doing 20,000 steps a day. Tell the viewer at home what you did to get here, like in a short kind of.
All I did was ate well, made sure I slept, and I did 5 workouts a week, about an hour and 10 each workout.
And they're resistance workouts, just to confirm. There's no burpees.
To failure. No. The only cardio I did was a 10-minute warm-up on a bike.
Yep.
I didn't run. None of that.
Abs once a week.
Abs once a week.
Do you want to give them a bit of a? Do you want to show them? No, not bad considering where you come from.
Mate, you know, you'll see the photos, mate. Like I had this big gut, side handles, man boobs.
Yeah.
I honestly I didn't think I would get this good a result. I knew I would get a result because I'm determined, and I knew that training in any form gives you a result, but the kind of results I got are far outweighing the expectations I had. I was happy just to lose a few kegs, get fit, you know, be inspirational for my kids. And now I think I'm inspirational for a lot of people.
You mentioned earlier that you had some of your mates that gave you a bit of shit for quitting the piss are now actually,
well, you know,
on the cusp of potentially joining, depending on how today goes, I think you said.
There's been a few guys that go, oh, I probably should do something. And we come from a massive beer drinking culture, tradies, fishing, all that sort of stuff, like I said before in our podcast. And all the time we catch up, no matter what we're doing, couple of coldies, have a good day coldies, bad day coldies, average day coldies.
Yep.
And that was sort of our mindset, you know, reward yourself all the time. But when you're rewarding yourself, you're just going backwards with alcohol. And for me, it's not for everyone, but I'm really enjoying being alcohol free. I've never felt better.
So the entire 8 months that we've worked together, not a sip.
Not one.
Incredible, man. So that's very disciplined.
Yeah, like I said before, I'm the most disciplined, undisciplined man on the planet. I'm either all in or all out.
Incredible. Awesome. Okay, just got done with tricep pushdowns. Great stuff. We're going to move in now to some crossbody hammer curls. Before we do, mate, what would your wife and kids say about the Paul that you are now versus the old Paul Malynn 20 kilos ago?
Obviously, they love me the way I am, but I think I've shown them that I'm dedicated and that I'm accountable for myself. And I really do feel like I'm inspiring my kids to be better people. And being a better person at home is so beneficial for the whole family. My wife supports me and loves me in whatever I do, mate. Business, work, play, whatever it is. But I'm sure she's pretty proud of me and what we're doing.
You mentioned something before when we were doing a podcast about Dad actually doing what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
I've gone through all these little things over the years and I've never really finished something off, you know, even from when I was a kid. Tried out for state hockey, you know, BMX racing, athletics, all that sort of stuff. And I never really pushed it to where I couldn't get any better at it. Always found something else, the next shiny thing. Did some martial arts, got to brown belt, sort of, oh yeah, okay, I've done that. And I think now, I've earned the respect of my kids. They don't have to give you respect. It's earned, not given. So I really do wholeheartedly feel now that I'm in that place where I can go home and know that my kids really do rate me because I'm sticking to what I'm saying I'm gonna do. Not, oh yeah, I'm gonna. I'm actually a doer. And I love that. I think it's great.
I agree.
It's empowering.
Agree, completely agree. And I mean, you're someone that runs a business, busy business, growing business. And you were saying before that by anchoring your day with resistance training, knowing what you're eating and when you actually get home, you've actually got a bit more time 100%. To be dad and to be hubby. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. So before I was just trying to bundle everything in together. I never took off my work hat because, I rate myself as being readily available for my clients. Yep. We do 5 boutique homes a year. You can get hold of me whenever you want. I'm your personal builder, and I never separated that and then had my family life. It was always phone calls at Sunday, 7 o'clock at night. Hang on, boys, hang on a minute. Just doing this now. Get up, get prepped, go to the gym, available for clients and trades throughout the day. I've got time to go and do school pickup now. I've got a routine and I'm sticking to that routine and that schedule. And now it's time for a game of ping pong with the kids or watch them go and play rugby. Do those great things you miss out on when you're just trying too busy to make money. Yeah. You can always make money. You can always make more money. You can't make more time for your family. So
well said. And it's amazing, isn't it? Most business owners, myself included, we can be all about chaos and we've got no clarity and no structure. But having clarity and structure and getting rid of that chaos, it actually frees up more time to be present with recreational, family, mate. Or actually work on the business instead of just putting out fire after fire after fire after fire in the business.
That's right. So organised chaos is great. And, people like myself and some others, I froth on being super busy. I'm, a bit high octane when I need to be, but having that structure really allows me to go and smash it all out, get prepped in the morning, have a workout, feel my body really well, and then I can go and just tick off all the boxes in the day. And then I run a better business. I'm better at home. I'm a better dad, a better partner, and I'm better for everyone around me.
Yeah, it's just a simple system, really, isn't it?
It really is that simple. And we all know throughout our lives, everyone I speak to, you know what you should be doing. We just don't do it. And it's actually not that hard.
Alrighty, just got done with our 2 sets of hammer curls. Great job. What did you say before? I can't believe that's me. That's what you said when you're looking at yourself in the mirror.
I'm unrecognisable to what I used to see in the mirror. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard work, bro.
Yeah. And it's hard, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's simple, it's not easy. That's kind of the way I explain it.
You got to work, you got to put the effort in.
Yeah.
But really, it's an hour a day.
5 days a week.
And I've never left the gym going, I wish I never went. I've gone there going, I wish I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Especially on walking dumbbell lunges. They are obviously the shittest exercise, bro.
Yeah.
But they're so good for you.
Agree.
But I've never left the gym wishing I'd never gone. So good.
Said. We're moving on to tricep extensions because we go bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep.
Let's do that.
Now, 8 months, you've chosen to do 8 months no booze. You spoke a bit in the podcast room before about your actual accountability with alcohol. Someone who thought he had a couple of cans a night actually realised that you were doing something around 40 to 50 a week, usually.
Yeah.
And some people watching this will be like, oh, no drinks for 8 months, I can't do that. Take my lung, but don't take my alcohol.
Yeah.
What was it? And that's okay, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Right,
it's very difficult to get like this with alcohol, especially at 48. Like if you've got a 25-year-old fitness influencer who's saying, oh, you can have a few beers on the weekends, it doesn't matter. You can at 25, but at fucking 48, when you're trying to lose 20 kilos of fat, I'll be honest, you can't do it. But anyway, I don't want to get too much hate and too much
everyone's
throwback.
their own, man,
What was it for you? If we're just speaking purely about you and forgetting about anybody that's listening, what was it about you or this period where you thought, you know what, I'm just going to cut the booze and I'm going to do this? Or did you not intend to do 8 months? You just kind of thought, oh, I'll do 12 weeks and then just extend it. How did it work for you?
I didn't have a time limit, to be honest. You're dead right. When I was 20, I could eat, drink, do whatever I wanted. I worked hard and I was in reasonably good shape. And I continued that lifestyle on for another 20 years.
They caught up with you.
Yeah, well, slowly, just a little bit, and then it's like, okay, I'll try and stay under 100. I should be about 80, 84, something like that, right? To be healthy, right? I started out and I just thought, I tried a few other things, man. Like I said before, fasting, and other exercises, and I never really stuck to it. I sort of hit a little goal and then self-sabotage back to where I was before. And I don't know what it was. It's not about the timeline. I wasn't ready, and I said to the coach, I'm not ready to stop like being in the program because I didn't want to just go back to my old habits. I haven't broken those habits of, you know, like I could still sit down and eat a pack of Doritos and watch a movie, you know, and that's what I don't want to do. My biggest one was at night was my switch off. I'd get work out of the way, sort the family out, 8:30 at night, TV, pack of chips, eat some nuts, you know, or I might be at one of the boys' workshops, have a few cans, and a few like 6 cans was normal, mate, which is not a big deal. Like, you know, that was our normal, that was my normal. And unfortunately, a lot of blokes my age that grew up in my era around that, like when we were tradies, apprentices, we were hanging out with 30-year-old blokes that were alcoholics and drug addicts and divorced and blah, blah, blah. So we were products of our environment, really.
Yep.
So we didn't, you know, young guys, we were earning good coin, we were out with the older boys, and we just carried on that lifestyle. And that's great, mate. I had a fat time. And I'm so glad I did that because everything I've done in my life, right or wrong, has got me to right now, standing here, best shape of my life. So all those things and life experiences gave me the mental capacity to go, okay, enough's enough. I need to do something now. I wouldn't have been ready to do this 2 years ago. I wouldn't have stuck to it.
Yeah.
And I can't put a pinpoint on what actually made me want to do that, but I was just ready to do it.
I bet you're happy you did.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't stop talking about it to me. Everyone's sick of me going, man, I feel so good. You know, it's kind of, but I just do now. I honestly do. I've never felt so happy with myself in my adult life. You know, and we're our own worst critics, right? There's always something you can, you know, if you want to, you can always find a negative in something. Oh, should have made more money. Oh, I should have spent more time with the kids. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have been out with the boys or whatever. I went and retail therapy and bought shit I didn't need. So we can always find the little shitty things we do and beat ourselves up about it.
Yep.
But I can honestly say, doing this, man, there's not much shitty about it, that's for sure.
So what I take from that, back to the original question, because you've gone off on a tangent, which I love.
All the time,
we love that. We love that here. It's good. Is that you committed to the 12 weeks because it was, you know, a bit of coin, you know, as you said earlier, which I loved, skin in the game.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
If I was $100 a week, you wouldn't have given a fuck.
Nah,
You wouldn't have done it.
Nah, that's
which
right.
is why we don't charge that. It's for your benefit. It's not for mine.
100%.
So you thought, oh, look, I'll commit to the 12 weeks, the 100-day rebuild.
Yep.
And then at the end of it, you're like, I don't really trust myself to continue this on my own. I'll stick with this. I'll keep getting the phone calls each week. I'll keep
100%.
keep in the community because I don't trust myself yet. I don't think that those old bad habits are gone yet. And then that's kind of rolled into the next one, there, here we are.
And I wanted the accountability. You know, like I felt like I'd be letting you guys down by promising you something and then not delivering it. And I thought, you know what, I just wanted to keep going until I knew that I was able to be in that maintenance period, 82 to 85, and I can go and have an 80% training life, 20% family,
Balance.
go out for dinner, cook some gear on the barbie. And the food you're eating is just what I eat anyway, man. Steaks. Who doesn't like steaks? If you don't like steak, I can't be your mate. Honestly, like, come
Well
on,
said.
man. Like, it's good food.
Yep.
It's just, it's the routine, mate. It's so good.
Yeah, awesome, cool. So full flexion again, see that?
Yep.
That's a full stretch on the tricep, full extension. That's what we're after.
I don't like it.
It pushes on the core, but look at the triceps. Hopefully the camera's picking up the tricep there in that light. Boom. All right, so while we're in between sets, got a question for you.
All right.
He's like, how do I answer it? What was the exact moment that you realized you couldn't keep living, you know, your previous life in the previous body you were in, man?
I'll be honest with you. I remember I woke up at 3 in the morning and I did that a lot, right? I'd wake up 2, 3 in the morning and I couldn't switch my brain off. And I woke up this morning and I was worrying about work and a previous client and I was literally fighting with myself going, just go back to sleep, mate. No one else is worrying about you. Like, why are you worrying about this job? Why am I worrying about who's on site? No one's on site, it's 3 a.m., right? And I just couldn't, it was self-manifested stress. And I was constantly doing that every night. I wasn't sleeping well, wasn't eating well, wasn't looking after myself, anxiety. And I just thought, I've got to do something about this because otherwise I was going to go down a little rabbit hole. So I reached out to a couple of people, got a bit of advice. And then from there on in, like I said in the podcast, you know, I had one specialist say to me, you're going to have a stroke, mate, if you keep, like the stress was, and you wouldn't notice it on the outside, right? Like on the outside to friends, family, clients, I'm really positive, I'm upbeat, I'm outgoing. But the internal battle in the middle of the night, when you're all alone and you're only one awake, it was slowly killing me. So that was when I thought, right, I got to do something. Like I'm just gonna deteriorate from there. And
you saw my ugly mug on Instagram ad, was it, or Facebook?
Dude, no, I was on it. I was just on Insta, and like, cause I follow like quite a few positive people, you know, like to keep the positivity up. And one of your guys that you trained before had got into really good shape. I think it was a Kiwi fella actually.
Okay.
And I just commented on there, oh, good job, bro. You know, like I was just being positive with everyone. And then I think it was Joey messaged me and goes, oh, you got time for a chat? And I thought, oh, here we go. You know, like some dude off Instagram's like gonna try and sell me something. I mean, I thought, no worries. So he rang me up and we had a yarn, and I thought, you know what, put some skin in the game, back my mouth up, and here I am.
Here we are today with 7.5% body fat.
I love it, so good.
Many reps later.
Okay, so we're done with the tricep extension machine. What did you say about that? Hardest exercise
That
of
was
the
the hardest exercise we've done today.
Yeah, very isolating.
It is, yeah, it's excellent, I love it.
Yeah, so we're moving over to preacher curls now, which we'll do in a minute. But in between sets, mate, I wanted to ask you, what were you doing wrong for years when you were trying to get your weight off that you didn't realise until now?
I kind of had a one-step approach. I was dabbling in all these different things, trying all these different little processes to try and get fit, but I never packaged it all together. So I'd go and do heaps of cardio and not eat well, and then go out on the weekends, or I'd eat really well and then not train enough. Whereas coming into the rebuild, you guys put it all together. You figure out what my needs are, where I want to get to, what sort of fuel I need, and what exercises I need to work for me personally. And it's not the same for anyone else, which is really great. I love that. And then putting all those processes in place, that's how I've got this result. It wasn't just go to the gym. It wasn't just eat right. It wasn't just sleep well. It was all those things where we had a routine. It came in a specific order that benefited me. And that's what really, really worked. And that's what I realized that, you know, I realized that I was half-assing it. Simple as that.
Yeah. And we just had this conversation before. A lot of blokes think they know what they need to do, and I say that they know just enough to be dangerous to themselves.
Yeah.
You know, eat less, move more. I'm sick of hearing this. It's like, well, if eat less and move more was the case, then we wouldn't be 66% overweight as a population. This is the Australian statistics.
It's always the one, oh, well, I'm training heaps, so, you know, one bender won't hurt.
Reward myself with a fucking meal.
Oh, don't reward myself. Oh, we'll go out for a counter and eat a burger and have a punt and drink 10 skewies. What's the point? You've just undone all that hard work. And that's the way I was doing it. Have a month off a year, or 2 months, or 3 months, and I wasn't packaging it all together and staying consistent, and it's all about just being consistent.
Yeah, and the thing with the rebuild, obviously, and having a coach is the accountability. You know,
100%.
we're on the phone with you every week.
Yep.
You check in with me whenever you want. Obviously, you got access to the community, the group. It does help in those moments where you're kind of doubting yourself, and the old devil on the shoulder, angel on the head is having that internal battle. Would you say that helped you as well?
100%, especially I hit a bit of a plateau there at 85 kilos for quite a few weeks, and it was just those conversations. This is normal, this is where you're at, you know, et cetera, let's change. And I had someone to talk to go, all right, let's try this now. Let me know how you go. Let's try this now, let me know how you go. Whereas if I was by myself, I probably would have got the shits with it and just gone, oh, well, this isn't working anymore. All right, what about this now? You know, whereas with the support from the team, and everyone's readily available too. I really liked that. You know, I was a bit concerned about that when I first signed up. I thought I was going to be a set and forget. Here's a program. But really, the weekly check-ins, I can message on the group chat anytime I want. There's loads of other dudes in the same position, having the same doubts about themselves, going through the same struggles, and everyone's got great advice and support. And it really is a great support network for the blokes.
Yep, love it, awesome. All right, quick one. What's something you can do now that you couldn't do before the rebuild?
Sleep all night, not worried.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah. No, one of the biggest things I've noticed is mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah, mobility, man. Like a lot of my joints were cooked, my hips were locked. you know, and I have very little joint pain now. It's more flexibility. Yeah.
There was something you did over here while we were waiting for the camera guy. What was that?
Well, pull-ups.
Could you do a pull-up? Bloody 20 kilos ago?
Yeah, I could do like 10.
Really?
And now I can smash out sets of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were a struggle, and they probably were a little bit swingy and
Yeah, shit form.
Yeah, shit form, and that's the big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so this got done with preacher curls.
Yep.
Moving on to an incline inverted press now. Final question, mate. What would you say to somebody who thinks it's too late for them to rebuild?
Never too late, brother. Have a crack, man. What have you got to lose? Like, you never know unless you go. Like the great Michael Jordan said, the only shot you miss is the one you never take, right?
Love it, love it.
I know guys that would quite easily do this in their 60s, 70s.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be heavy weights, right?
It's heavy for the person,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
right. That's what I mean.
Everyone goes,
Like,
I'm gonna get hurt doing heavy weights. It's like, it's heavy to you.
no one's going to go in the gym and push the weights you do, mate. You've been doing it for 25 years,
Yeah.
you know? So, longer. So, I don't think it's ever too late, mate. It's never too late to become great.
Love it. So what was it for you? You saw me, so I'm mid-30s. See a lot of our clients that are younger than you, you know, 48. You know, we do have some clients, but probably a bigger percentage that are in their mid-30s. What was it when you saw all that and thought, hey, I can do this? What was that about you that made you think that?
Do you know what? Even if I had got halfway to half of the blokes that I'd seen on your channel, I would have been actually, at the time, happy until I got to there, and then I wasn't happy, so then I kept going. But honestly, mate, like I just had to do something, like for myself. I had to do it for myself and, you know, for the people around me, and it was just time, and I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna have a good crack at it. Never say never, hey?
Yeah, awesome. Congrats on the rebuild, mate.
Good on you, bro. Thanks,
18
man.
kilos of fat, 4 kilos of muscle gain, and 9 years off the clock.
Mate.
Amazing, very good.